This freaking swim jig just glides. It's got so much skirt. It's definitely different. Oh, the bluegill like this thing. It's like 2 bluegill bites. There it is. Yeah, big old freaking mouth on that thing.
Yeah, things like a dinosaur.
I know, it does look like a dinosaur. Yeah, Monday the carp were spawning. And all those grass mats and stuff, they were just tearing it up. Mouth out, piece of wood. There you go. Bama swim jig, baby. Bluegill love it. Bass are starting to turn onto it. This might be like a wacky rig type of deal today. Oh. Sucker. I don't know what it was, but he thumped it. Yeah, he got my crawl. Dude, see that? Threw it in there and just let it sit. There wasn't something slow fall for sure. This is a 1/4 ounce swim jig with a full size rage crawl pretty much. He just picked it up and started taking on with it. There we go. Post spawn. Skinny mini. Trying this new Cumberland Pro Bama swim jig. I like it so far. This is the Houdini color, full size rage crawl. 1/4 ounce, 15-pound test. And the old trusty 7-foot medium heavy smoke rod. Caught a lot of fish on that rod. I wish the guides were better. This bait's got a little rattle in it, which is kind of cool. Just kind of shake it, the little rattle makes a little noise, and slow fall. Yeah, it's just kind of a swim jig kind of day, I guess. Not catching bigs yet, but you start hitting it. Oh, you son of a man, he freaking pulled the rod down on me. I was looking back there on that point. Holy moly. It's probably, that's gotta be a bluegill. That's the first time I've ever thrown this color, and so far I'm kind of liking it. Nice. Figured it out. Swim jig?
Yeah.
Good job. Figured it out. They're feeding on bluegills. Not just bluegill, bluegills.
Bluegills.
With a Z. Question is, are there any biggins up there? I'm sure there are somewhere. It's more exciting than dragging a Cinco. That's like a blind man watching paint dry. Oh, that's a better one. Bigger. I guess there are some up there. They're hitting it too, man. Did yours hit it good or not?
He grabbed it and swam with it.
Yeah, this one, like, he knocked the fire out of it. Post spawn. Getting bigger. It's a nice fish. Nice fish. There we go, folks. Fish are getting bigger. Post spawn fish, man. We're just keying on bluegill beds. We kind of figured it out. We've been fishing Cinco and some stuff out deep, but keep picking up this swim jig. This is the new Bama swim jig by Cumberland Pro Lures. Just kind of testing it out. This is 1/4 ounce. This is the Houdini. Got a big rage crawl in there, and so far I'm kind of digging it. I'm getting a bunch of bites in this stuff. We got storms coming. We're gonna have to get off the water here in about 15 minutes. Probably sit in the truck and ride the storm out, and then we'll get back out. But so far, digging this little swim jig. Might have Time for one more spot on the way back. See where these carp have been rolling around and stuff, these little mud spots. Could be muskrats and stuff too, but these are the areas where those carp are at. Freaking turd.
It was supposed to be, wasn't it?
Yep. On that piece of wood. Wood is good.
All right, folks, we are back at it. Had about an hour rain delay. It actually moved through a lot faster than we thought, so we've got a couple hours to fish before it gets dark. It's been kind of a swim jig bite. You know, threw a frog around a little bit, wacky rig, little Cinco, mag 2, but seems like keeping that swim jig in our hand, focusing on like bluegill beds. There's a lot of bluegill spawning right now, and there's some big post-spawn bass that are hanging around these bluegill. So got a couple hours to go back out there, see if we can get that pattern going. But who knows, we might make some adjustments and get on something else. So here we go. I'm back with my man Jerry. It's been a while. We haven't fished together in like 4 months, but we're getting warmed up for these Wednesday nighters because they are getting ready to start soon, and we will have those videos coming out as they happen.
There we go. That's what I'm thinking about. That's why you keep casting. You ate it, boy.
Yeah, he did.
Nice.
That was an acrobat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. First frogfish of the year.
That moss, I think, coming out of his gill on the right side.
Oh yeah, my little skirt's hanging out there too. There you go, folks. First frogfish of the year. Feels good. Spro Bronze Eye 64. Nice fish. Just focusing on these bluegill beds after the storm. Got him. I saw him come up and grab it. Saw him come out there and grab it. Here, Buster. There you go.
There you go.
Swim jig deluxe. Man, you got, look at that. That fish was not coming off. Got hooked all kinds of ways. Pegged. Mm-hmm. All right, fun. All right, so what I've been doing with this swim jig is I've been getting a full-size rage crawl, just green pumpkin. And I grab my scissors. I go down to that first little nub right there. Cut it off. And then taking this swim jig. Just lay your skirt down like that. It's got a nice barb, which is right behind that rattle. I'm just threading this rage crawl up on there. Get it nice and straight so it doesn't roll on you. 1/4 ounce jig with pretty much a full-size rage crawl. And you can really float it. It's been kind of key, just kind of floating it around these bluegill beds. Push it up on there. There you go. Cast, reel, shake, repeat. There's some bluegill beds. We're gonna catch one. It's gonna be right here in this little stretch. That fish came up right underneath that laydown. That was awesome. Right in that fork. Right there. I'm just kind of floating over that hole. That was cool. Got it again. They're definitely relating to wood pretty hard.
Yeah, they are.
Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Peeing too, man. Little Bama swim jig in the head. Relating to wood, man. Any kind of piece of wood, you get a bite off of it. Oh, that was freaking over there, buddy. That was a good one, right off the end of that laydown. Golly. I saw him, he did this right here and he came off that outside grass line. Yeah, that was about a 4-pounder. There he is. Wood don't have to be in the water, it just needs to be around. Yep, let's give Isaac a text and say, send me another one of those when you get a chance.
Yeah, you're probably going to wear that one out.
I know. Should be some fish in the back of this thing. Yeah, the other day the wind was blowing in here 100 miles an hour and made that cast right there. I was coming over that log and that about 5-6 pounder came up there and just rolled on it and grabbed it. I just watched it. That fish wanted it. Hit it once, hit it twice, and got on the third hit. Bluegill beds. Gnat beds. Gotta have lots of bluegills and lots of gnats around to catch these fish. Ooh, yeah. Work, man. Sniping them from the back of the boat back there.
He was up there in no water.
Really?
No water.
Yeah, you can see up there. I didn't think you would be able to see him up there swimming around. Oh, he's coming after it. Got too close to the boat. That's just fun every time. You just see that fish coming after your bait. They don't, most of the time they don't grab it. That's a bass too. He's right in the boat. 100% a bass. He's freaking right there underneath the boat. You can really tell when they get close. They lengthen out and they get wider. And it's amazing how many will get right under the boat and just stay under the boat. I guess it's shade or something, I don't know. See, there's another one right there. There's some good stuff out here.
What is it?
Yeah, some good, I think it's big rocks or something maybe. There he is. I saw that fish. I saw that fish on the graph. Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 really nice boulders right there. There we go. It's Bama swim jig, but and the I don't know what they call it, green pumpkin. I think it's called O shad. There we go. A live scope fish. Nice. Up shallow, huh? Good one? Nice. What are you throwing back there?
Chatterbait.
Sneaky. I was just thinking spinnerbait might be the deal with the shad spawn.
Look at it. Look at that gut.
That's a fat one. He's spawning. Or eating shad or whatever. Crazy fish. I didn't know where he was at. I thought he was in the front of the boat.
I thought I couldn't see him either.
Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. Good job. Wake them up. Heck yeah, they're fat too, man. I think they're feeding on shad. You know, the shad spawn at night. So that would make sense. Little secret weapon there.
He hit it. And then, of course, I was watching and TV and then nothing. And he came back and got it.
That's pretty cool, man. That is really cool. Oh, yeah. The right one. I saw him on the live scope.
Did you really?
Yep. I saw some fish just kind of hanging out here. Yep.
Where's that on?
Jig. It's hopping a jig. Yeah, I just keep seeing all these fish out here a little bit deeper. It's a good fish. He's strong anyway. It's a Wednesday nighter fish. Yep. That's over. Come here, buddy. There we go.
Look at that fat bastard.
Yeah. Look at that jig all the way down his throat.
Oh my God.
There we go, folks. Here we go. Yep. No live scope helped me out on that one.
Lord.
All the way down the gullet. Yeah, that sucker's fat.
That's a fatty.
Yeah. There you go, folks. Look at that tank. Giant bass. Doing a little night fishing with my man Jerry, Mr. Sandwich, and that's going to close it out. It was a swim jig kind of day. This thing actually came on the new pig jig, and I'll talk a little bit about that swim jig here in a second. But great evening. You know, we had a little rain delay, but we stuck around for the last couple hours, and what a great way to end the night. So give me a thumbs up if you appreciate the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, but don't leave yet. I'm going to talk about that little Bama swim jig. Awesome. All right, let's let her go.
Saw him on the live scope.
Get on out of here. Yeah. I mean, I keep, there's a lot of fish just out off the bank. A lot of them are suspended, but I saw a little group of fish kind of playing around on the bottom and just kind of cast.
Man, that was a fun evening fishing with Jerry. It had been a while since we've been out in the boat together, and we caught a ton of fish on a swim jig. Going out and testing a new lure is always fun, especially when you get good results, and that last fish really made it worthwhile. But this is the Bama swim jig. It's a new design by Cumberland Pro Lures, and I want to talk to you about it just really quick, some of the unique features on it. First of all, 30-degree line tie. You got a bullet head. Bullet head comes through grass and cover excellent. The weed guard is kind of a medium weed guard, so it's stiff enough that you can come through laydowns and wood, but it's also soft enough to, you know, get the hook into the fish when they bite. It's got a 4/0 hook, and probably the most unique feature about this thing is it's got this little rattle right here. It's red because, you know, scientists have suggested that red attracts bass. So you have this little rattle, and when you shake this thing, as you're, you know, you cast out and you're reeling, you're doing what they call the Alabama shake, you get that little bitty thump. It's subtle. Jerry wasn't throwing this exact swim jig, and I was, obviously, and I got quite a few more bites. Now, I was in the front of the boat, of course, but we were fishing grass, and there's fish everywhere in the grass, and we were kind of we were thinking that this little bit of a rattle had something to do with it. Not a lot of swim jigs have a rattle on it, and based on the amount of bites that I was getting versus the swim jig that didn't have a rattles, I have to think there's something to it. So it was kind of eye-opening that something so small and subtle can make a big difference. Another thing that this rattle does is it helps, it's perfectly in line with the hook. It's hard to see because of this trailer, but it creates kind of a keel. It kind of counterbalances it. So this thing's gonna run really straight and true instead of, you know, getting too squirrely. So that rattle just adds it's a little bit of a counterweight. Great swim jig. It comes in 2 different sizes. It comes in a 1/4 ounce size and a 3/8, also 7 different colors. And right now they're offering a set. You can buy like a set of all 7 colors in one size. And I think it's like a little over 20 bucks. So a really good deal if you want to try all 7 colors in a specific size. They're doing that special, even priced individually. Very reasonably priced for a good quality jig. Another thing that you'll notice about it is these little dimples on the head, which is kind of different. It's kind of cosmetic just for looks. It just gives it something different, but I have to think that it is possible it could displace a little bit more water because of the surface area, but that's not proven by any means. But I think it just kind of sets it apart from other swim jigs out there in the market. But the bullet head is the key there. That bullet head and that 30-degree line tie helps it come through cover. Bunch of different cool colors. Go check them out. Just thought I'd share this with you. You know, I got this last week, and I've been dying to go out there and throw it around, and I'm impressed with it so far. You know, I like to throw like 1/4 ounce. I like to throw a rage crawl in there, and for shallow water. And then when I'm fishing out a little bit deeper, something like this shad color, which is kind of green pumpkin and shad, I like to put a little dipper on there. But with that 4/0 hook, it's going to accommodate a bigger swim bait, certainly, than what I have on there. This is just like a 3-inch swim bait, but you could put a 4-inch, maybe even a 4.8, something like that if you really want to get big. So check them out. It's always nice to support American-made products. Till next time.